So now we're going to talk about calculating confidence intervals with a known population standard deviation. So we have to be pretty precise when we do this because there's another scenario if we don't have the population standard deviation. So you just need to make sure that there's a simple random sample, the sample size is either greater to or equal to 30, or the population is normally distributed. The problem is going to give you the following: the population mean, the population standard deviation, and the sample size. So let's go back and talk about what we previously did, margin of error. Remember that a confidence interval is created from an unknown population parameter like a population mean. So confidence intervals for some parameters have the following form: your point estimate minus the margin of error, and your point estimate plus the margin of error. The margin of error depends on the confidence level, or the percentage of confidence and the standard error of the mean. So let's think about it this way. A population mean using normal distribution. A confidence interval for a population mean with a known standard deviation is based on the fact that the sample means follows an approximate normal distribution. Suppose that our sample has a sample mean of 10, and we've constructed a 90% confidence interval, 5, 15, where the error-bound margin equals 5. So to construct a confidence interval for a single unknown population mean, where the population standard deviation is known, we need the sample mean as an estimate for the population mean, and we need to know the margin of error. Here, the margin of error is called the error bound for a population mean. The sample mean is the point estimate of the unknown population of the mean. So what we're trying to say is we're giving a margin of error to say I could be wrong going below the mean and above the mean. So, and remember, your sample mean, you're just trying to estimate what the population mean is. So that's kind of a big deal because remember, again, I don't know my exact population, so I'm trying to find an estimate for it. So the confidence interval estimate will have the following form: point estimate minus the error bound, point estimate plus the error bound, or in the following symbols, the sample mean minus the EBM, sample mean plus the EBM. Okay, so again, here's another example of that 95% confidence interval. Suppose we've collected data from a sample. We know the sample mean, but we don't know the mean for the entire population. The sample mean is 7, and the error bound of the mean is 2.5. So again, my sample mean is 7, and my EBM is 2.5. So my confidence interval is 7 minus 2.5, 7 plus 2.5. Calculating the values gives you 4.5, 9.5. If the confidence level is 95%, we say that we can estimate 95% confidence that the true value of the population mean is between 4.5 and 9.5.